Alright guys, another day here in the shop. I got this 4-season bumper made for a customer here. Yesterday I went and sanded it down. I will begin filling in any imperfections today on it. Little air pockets that I missed. And I'll be making a pod. This is a 3-4-season pod for a customer. It's ready to be made in a second. And going to be making a dash next and a season 1 bumper for another customer. This dash is a special dash. It's going to go to a customer of mine that I've been making videos for him. It's called the SP Super Pursuit Mode SPM kit, and this guy's actually his name's Harold, and he's pretty much building a Knight Rider kit car that's going to be just like the one that was in the show for the Super Pursuit Mode, which was in the 4-season. I mean, this thing's got actuators in it, and you've seen in my videos previously that I made that they actually, the hood comes up, the vents come in and out and retract in and out, and it's just really cool. And the lights in the back come up, and it's really awesome. If you haven't seen that video, guys, I'll put a link in the description so you guys can check it out. But this is dash going to go to him. It's going out of mold. I don't usually do out of mold, but he knows what he's doing with the fiberglass and prep work and all that. So I'll be making that very soon. And yeah, that's about it. I've been working on my house here. This super old house, you know. I made videos on it, home renovations videos in the playlist on YouTube of this thing. I haven't really got to the outside yet. I've been doing a lot of inside stuff over the winter. I did get the pool cleaned out over there. It was very dirty, had mosquitoes everywhere here, and now the mosquitoes, the population, are pretty much gone since I done that. I got my kids some bikes, got a new shop vac for in the garage, new lawnmower. This one's actually pretty good. If anybody needs a lawnmower, pick this one up. It's a Troy built TB330, 163 cc's. This thing has, it's awesome. It's a one pull start, so you don't have to prime it with your finger. It's got a little connection here. You put your hose on and it cleans it out. You put the hose on here, turn it on, put this back on, and turn on the lawnmower for a couple minutes, and it'll clean out the inside of the lawnmower from all the debris of grass and stuff. This thing came with a bag, came with a mulcher that goes in here, and what else? Yeah, and it's self-propelled, so you squeeze this thing and this thing just takes off. It's got 4 different speeds. It goes really fast. It actually pulls me like a big dog would on a leash. So I do recommend this thing. Pretty good reviews on it from what I read. These retail, I don't know, about $380, $400, but it's pretty good mower. Other than that, I think, yeah, I got a new ladder over there. That's a bifold ladder. It's got different settings too. That's another little toy I got. So I was hoping to use that ladder to get up to the top of the soffits on the house, but yeah, it might not be tall enough. That's about it, guys. I've been staying busy. If I'm not out in here working, I'm inside the house working out there. You can see I still got a lot of fiberglass. Got plenty of resin and gel coat. And I just ordered some more primer. But this time I'm not using PCL. I bought some other, I forgot the brand of it. But it's polyester primer too, but it's in black. Pay a little more extra for the black, but it's worth it because, like I said, if you get a chip in the bumper, at least if you get it chipped down to the gel coat, it'll go through the primer and it'll be all black. So, oh, I got this thing too, this little miter saw. This is a really nice saw. It's a Ryobi. It retails, I think, $150. I think I paid something around there from the Home Depot. It's pretty decent. It's 10-inch blade. I got it for crown molding for the house, which I might make some videos on that later, because I've been going on YouTube and learning how to do crown molding, and it's pretty interesting stuff. And you can take some regular pieces of 1x4s and 1x6s wood, and just add some molding to the top of it, and it really transformed your house. Oh, another thing I got, I'm sorry, got so many new things here. I got a rigid palm sander. This thing's really good. I used it on the bumper yesterday on this, only on the seam line that was a little bit raised. And this thing just, it went through it like butter. I'm using 80 grits. These are like 20 bucks for the whole package. So if you guys don't have an air compressor, see, I do have an air compressor, and I had a sander, but it crapped out on me. This DeWalt one. Actually, it's the second one that crapped out on me. And this is an air palm sander. And so it's supposed to have a 3-year warranty, but they don't seem to last for very long when you're using it heavy duty. But this thing seems to be good. It's got a little dust shield on it right here where you collect the dust. And like I said, it ate through that fiberglass like nothing with the 80 grit on there. And then I used 120 grit to smooth it out a little bit, and then I went over it with by hand, everything 180 grit. So it's looking good. Got a couple little imperfections, but every bumper is going to have little tiny imperfections in them. Just the way it is. It doesn't matter how hard, how many times you roll over these things, you're always going to find a pocket somewhere. There's a couple of them right here on the seam line. What I did start doing recently is, instead of using the paste with I forget what we call it, the little shards of fiberglass, real tiny, and what was the other stuff called? I know I have some in here. It's something to make like a paste for little cracks and stuff. Cable seal, right? Got some right there. Well, that stuff is for making like a peanut butter paste to go into, to help stick the mat to it. Well, I stopped using that because it's kind of brittle when you pop the parts. I noticed they're brittle on the edges. What I've been doing is just grabbing some mat, fiberglass mat, pieces like this, and taking that while I'm laying up, and say you got a corner here. So what I do is I run a bead of that small broken fiberglass in these cracks before I put on my actual fiberglass, and that seems to get a better edge. That's keeping the edge really nice and keeping it from getting cracked, because I usually get little chips here on these edges, and that's because when the fiberglass folds over on that corner, that's kind of backwards, it folds over like that, sometimes in that corner here you'll get an air pocket, and that's on all these corners that it'll happen. If you don't see, I didn't do it on the top, and you can see there's a little chip here, a little air pocket. So it just eliminates air pockets on the corner, and that's what I've been doing lately, and it seems to be working really good. Better than the cable seal mixed with resin, because that stuff, I notice it tends to get brittle and easily chips, and fiberglass is going to hold up a lot better. Well, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I know it's just kind of rambling of what I've been doing, but that's where I'm at for my customers, because there's 1, 2, 3, 4 of you guys waiting for parts. This one will be going out this week, and then I'll have the dash done soon. The pod will be done immediately, and the season 1 bumper will be done next. That will be the last one I do, because he ordered last, and Herod will get his dash fairly soon. Just got to put some gel coat in there and fiberglass it up. And here I still have the season 2 bumper that I finished back there in California, and I never molded it. As you can see, it's just the new season 2 bumper that I created, and I just never finished it. I think Mark Brown beat me to it on his, and this one came out real nice. It's just like the season 1, except for I did a couple different little variations that was more accurate to the show, and I got rid of the plexis and made it solid here. Just never had the chance to mold it. Alright, all the filler work is done. All the little imperfections have been found on this bumper, and they're filled in. You got the seam line that runs over here. Any little imperfections there have been filled in. Sometimes this comes out a little bit wavy. I go and fill that in for you so it's nice and flat there. I go and put some wax and grease remover on there, and now it's time for some primer. I'm going to have to primer it tomorrow. It's a little cold tonight, so I'll just wait to do it tomorrow. There's the inside. And this will be probably done. Today is Wednesday, so probably be ready to ship on Friday or Saturday. All right.